Hello, my name is Onur Burns. What if there was a tool guiding your students and giving them feedback based on your prompt while they're actually writing their essays? My essay feedback does not write the essay for your students. Based on your prompt, it guides your students. For teachers, I would like to show in this video. I'm going to share my screen. Yes. Firstly, you're going to write your prompt. I have created my own prompt based on my own classes. You could click on new type of feedback, and this is your prompt. Based on this prompt, your students are going to receive feedback from my essay feedback. And I have already created my prompt here, and I would like to show you how you can actually use it. You can always go to Playground, and firstly, you need to choose one of the feedback. For this one, I would like to use my literacy narrative feedback because my students are asked to write a literacy narrative. And I have a sample that I would like to use. I'm going to upload this from my computer. I'm going to select this file. And imagine I'm a student, I have my first draft of my literacy narrative. And I'm opening this. And now I'm going to see it's going to be, all right, it's already uploaded. Based on my prompt and based on my first draft, now I'm going to receive some questions. And this is going to be guiding me as a student. And it's asking me based on my prompt. Remember, it's not going to write the essay for me. It's only giving me prompt based on the prompt from the teacher. It asks me, for today's session, what would you most like help with? Strengthening the reflection, so what? Sharpening the narrative arc, or polishing the language and style? And I would like to say all of them. And I click on submit follow-up question. So I already have the first draft. It shows that there's a strong setting. There's a clear sponsor, Maria, who helps the person writing the narrative learn Spanish and a believable change over time. So it asks me, when you picture the single most important moment in your story, what exact moment would you choose as the turning point? I would say when I wanted to help a person whose own language was Spanish. Remember, I'm talking about the literacy narrative of a person learning Spanish. That's a strong point because it raises the stakes. It's not just about wanting to fit in socially, it's about wanting to be useful and connect with a real person in front of you. That kind of moment can anchor your whole narrative arc. What happened in that moment? Remember, I am getting feedback. So, based on these ideas, I'm going to create a better literacy narrative. And these questions are actually based on the prompt that the teacher provides in the first place. I realized my Spanish skills were not enough to help this woman, and I was unable to help her. So based on my answer, I'm going to receive more questions because this is a Socratic method. In that moment when you couldn't help her, what did you feel most strongly? I felt that I needed to practice Spanish. Now, as I'm talking to this AI tool, I'm developing ideas. What did you do physically at the register? For example, did you freeze, call someone over, try a phrase or stumble? I tried to speak English. I was lucky. The person mostly understood, but it was not enough. Luckily, there were some Spanish speakers who helped the woman. So with these questions, my literacy narrative is developing because I had never thought about these questions before. I only created my first draft. Looking back now, how did that moment change what being literate means to you? Was it about accuracy, belonging, responsibility, or something else? It was about being able to help people in my community, even though our home languages were different. This verbalization helps me develop my ideas. Remember, writing is thinking. As I receive more and more feedback, I have more and more ideas to develop into my literacy narrative because it asks me, how do you feel about revising your introduction? Now I'm receiving feedback so that it starts with the moment you couldn't fully help the Spanish speaking customer. And I'm going to continue discussing with AI. Remember, this is a responsible use of AI because AI is not helping me write the essay for me. It's just asking me questions based on my Socratic prompt and helping me develop my own ideas. If you're a teacher, you can use this tool. As I said, it's going to help your students develop their ideas and verbalize through the prompt that you are going to provide to your own students.